Hi, it's Super Videos back at you for another video. In this video, we're going to be discussing whether or not Dwight can redeem himself. Now, obviously, this isn't going to make sense for non-comic readers, so this video is specifically for comic readers. So consider this your spoiler warning if you are not a comic reader, because I'm going to be spoiling some things that happen in the comic book. So as far as Dwight redeeming himself, I don't see a problem with it. But I've actually seen a lot of people who say that, they are gonna have to kill Dwight off because, he can't redeem himself and that people hate him too much. For those people, I just ask them, what's different with Dwight than what we saw in the comic book? So far, nothing. If anything, Dwight is a bit softer in the TV show than he was in the comic book starting off. Because remember, in the comic book, he killed Abraham. Abraham was a much bigger character and more fan favorite than Denise was in the show. So, him killing off Abraham in the comic book kind of makes us hate him even more in the comic book. But no, his story developed and we got to trust him, we got to like him, he redeemed himself. So I don't see it being any different in the TV show. I think, if anything, it's going to be easier for us as fans to like Dwight now and for him to redeem himself because he didn't kill a big character like Abraham in the comic book. But just share your thoughts about what you think about this and whether or not you think he can redeem himself, because obviously I think he can. We just have to let his story develop and let them do what they need to do with him to get him to that point. But one thing I want to point out before I end this is I think most of this anger from fans and them saying that he can't redeem himself is coming because of Dwight and Daryl's storyline and having the rivalry between them. So I think most of that is because of that. And it's not that Dwight as a character can't redeem himself, it's just that can Dwight redeem himself for Daryl lovers? I'm sorry to say this, I'm going to be honest, but I think most of these people who say that he can't redeem himself are Daryl lovers who are basically annoyed by how much Dwight is able to be on top of Daryl up to now, and how much Daryl's presence is undermined because of Dwight. But I promise you, even if you're a comic reader or a non-comic reader or whatever, I promise you, they're gonna do the same thing. They're gonna be faithful to the comic book as far as Dwight's storyline, because it's too much of a big storyline to be given to someone else. And I don't want it to be given to anyone else. So thanks for watching. I'll be back for another video.